Hello everybody and welcome back to another match review on the channel. Today, AFC Wimbledon take on Accrington Stanley away. Fair play to everybody that is going to today's match. Unfortunately today, I won't be there, but today we're going to go through whatever happens in the match. But now at the start of the video, we're going to go through the lineup, what has changed, what has stayed the same from the lineup that we put out when we beat Barrow 2-0 on the weekend. And then I'm going to go through my predictions before we cut off. And then I'll join you back at the end of the video where hopefully AFC Wimbledon will pick and we'll get 3 points against Accrington. It's needed, especially when you look at the next coming games. We've got a really tough run ahead of us, especially in March. So you need to be getting these points. But if you enjoyed the video, please remember to like the video and subscribe to the channel if you're new. And yeah, let's talk about the lineup. So the starting 11 that AFC Wimbledon have put out, I believe it's one change. But we've got Alex Bass in goal, Lee Brown, Kofi Barmer, James Tilley, Josh Kelly, Armani Little, James Ball, Omar Bugle, Jack Curry, Isaac Ogundare, and John Hermione Gordon, who comes in for Ronan Curtis. A really, really good lineup in my eyes. To be honest, I could have seen that John Hermione Gordon was going to come in. Ronan Curtis has had a massive injury in the past year from his ACL. So I think even though he started against Barrow, played 60 odd minutes, it's really good for his fitness that he played more. But I feel like as we do have a lot of Tuesday night games and then Saturday, so we're pretty much playing Saturday, Tuesday for the next couple of weeks. It's good to rotate the squad and we have the depth to do so, which I think is really positive. So yeah, a really good lineup. Only one change from the 2-0 win over Barrow. So yeah, positive. On the bench, Nick Zanev, Harry Pell, Josh Davison, Pierce McLean, John Joe O'Toole and Ronan Curtis. Some really good options on the bench as well. Ronan Curtis will come on hopefully in around the 60th minute. Got Ryan McLean, bags of pace. Josh Davison, Harry Pell can come on and do all the dark arts, do all the shithousery towards the end of the game, which he did against Barrow and did really well. What do I think will happen today? I think Wimbledon will win. I'm not really sure on a score prediction. Let's go Accrington 1, AFC Wimbledon 3. I think we'll win positively. Let's hope. We need to get closer to the playoff places and push further away from mid-table. But yeah, I'm going to go that 3-1 to Wimbledon. And now next part of the video will be my full-time reaction for AFC Wimbledon versus Accrington. Well, and that's full-time. Accrington Stanley 2. Sorry, finishes Accrington Stanley 2, AFC Wimbledon 0. Yeah, it's disappointing, isn't it? To be honest, I thought the lineup was good. It's just kind of the same lineup which we've put out in the past previous games where we've beaten Mansfield, beaten Barrow. Really, really good results. The away form has to improve. We've looked awful away from home ever since we beaten Crawley away from home, and that was absolutely brilliant that day, but something has changed since then. It seems like it's so hard to play our football away from home. At home we're passing the ball around, keeping possession, playing really nice balls and everything. We just seem like a really good footballing team at home, but when we turn away from home we just don't really play well. It's really disappointing because today against Accrington, we were pretty much just playing hoofball the whole game. We had our chances, but when we had the chances, we didn't take them. To be honest, Kofi Barmer had a really good chance from a free kick just on the edge of the box, and it got whipped in. Free header, a decent header, but a really good save by the Accrington goalie. Fair play, but to be honest, should have scored. That would have put us back into the game. Josh Kelly was obviously fouled. He was pretty much one-on-one with the goalkeeper, and then their 6'6" defender just came out of nowhere, dragged him back. It was a clear penalty. I don't know how the ref hasn't seen that, but it's so obvious. Whenever he tried to kick the ball, the player literally dragged him to the ground, and yeah, but somehow that's the League Two refs these days. If there's any Mansfield fans watching, then they're going to say it's all payback, where even though their player went down pretty easily for the penalty claim that Mansfield had when we beat them 2-1 at Plough Lane a couple of weeks ago. But yeah, it's disappointing. It is what it is. I thought Accrington, to be honest, I didn't even think they were a better side on the day. I'd love to hear everyone's thoughts in the comments on the game, because it's an interesting one to really see what really went wrong in the game. But I don't think they were the better team. We just didn't match them. To be honest, they scored 2 worldies goals from Nolan and Woods. To be honest, the first goal, what a hit it was. Bass couldn't do anything, and same with the second one. two hell of a strikes, which yeah, they took their two chances on the day. If we took our chances before, we had a couple in the first half as well. James Tilley did look bright in the first half, cutting inside, getting a couple shots away, looked bright. But yeah, it is what it is. It's one of those games where it's hard to tell because I think we were the better team overall. If you had to look at like the chances that were made, maybe a draw would have been a fair result. But yeah, it is what it is. And even when we look at the stats, Accrington had 14 shots. We had 14. They had 2 on target for the only two goals of the game. We had 4 on target, and I think we had the better chances. Obviously, there are only 2 shots on target coming from worldies, but fair play. That's the difference tonight. And yeah, let me know your thoughts in the comments. It's a tough one to really look at. As I said, I thought we had a better side, but our away form needs to improve. Especially if we want to be in the playoff places. I believe we've dropped down to 10th. We'll go through that in a minute. But yeah, the away form needs to improve. We need to start playing our football away from home, passing it on the floor. But the conditions were tough tonight as well. But especially when you're punting it forwards, playing Route 1 Wimbledon football, and you're coming up against 2 6'6" centre-backs, it's not going to end well when you only have Josh Kelly up front. When we look at other results around the league, some crazy results. Bradford beating Milton Keynes 4-0. Definitely did not see that coming. Mansfield beating Harrogate 9-2. What the hell happened there? I do not know. Harrogate were in the playoff places before, obviously dropping out, I believe. But wow, Mansfield scoring 9 against Harrogate is absolutely crazy, especially when you look at the form that Harrogate are in at the moment. Stockport lost 3-1 to Crewe, which is a massive result for Crewe. Maybe disappointing for Stockport County, especially with the form that they're in, beating Grimsby last game. Massive result for Crewe. Morecambe had a last-minute winner against Tranmere. Really good result. And yeah, they're only, I believe they might be on the same points as us as we play Morecambe next. But where do Wimbledon go from now? It's a tough one. Obviously, we sit in 10th place now. Only 1 point off the playoffs now, which is actually decent. It was 3 points about in the last 10 minutes. I believe something went on. But yeah, only sitting 1 point away from the playoff places. Can easily get inside the playoffs. Morecambe sit on the same points as us, but we have a superior goal difference, +10, which is really, really good. We can still get into the playoffs. I think we can. But yeah, a win is massively needed against Morecambe. And then we play Crawley, I believe we need 6 points in our next 2 games. And then we play Doncaster, who sit very close to the bottom of the table. They sit 20th in the league. So yeah, massively need. And we have some easier games coming up. Morecambe's easier. Crawley, they were a decent side when they played us. But then Doncaster, you need to be picking up these points, especially when you look at the games over March. We have Milton Keynes, Notts County, Gillingham. Some really, really tough games coming up in March. So I think it's really important. We need to get a good string of results. But yeah, today is an off day, I really hope we can turn it around against Morecambe on Saturday. Please let me know your thoughts in the comments down below on our 2-0 loss to Accrington this evening. And let me know where we go from here, what went wrong today, and yeah, everything about the game. Thank you for watching. Please remember to like the video and subscribe to the channel if you're new. Come on, you dons.